Romance is a perennial favorite for readers everywhere, and it isn't hard to see why. A good love story has drama, intrigue, laughs, and, if you're lucky, a little heat. While the very best romance novels can feel just like falling in love, intimate and personal, yet huge and life-changing all at once. We've compiled a list of our all-time favorite romance novels to sweep you off your feet. 1. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Brontë. Though Jane Eyre might be poor, obscure, plain and little, her love story is anything but. One of the authoritative classics of the genre, Jane Eyre's enduring popularity is testament to the power of its central romance. Jane, a destitute young orphan, arrives at the home of the mysterious Mr. Rochester in search of employment, but finds far more than she bargained for. The naive and uncertain Jane is magnetically drawn to her brooding employer, but will the twisted secrets lying at the heart of Thornfield Hall undermine their budding relationship? Written at a time when most romantic heroines were preternaturally pretty, the headstrong, willful, yet utterly average Jane is a subversive breath of fresh air. 2. Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. A sprawling epic that takes readers across continents in the name of love, Anna Karenina is one of the longest books on this list, coming to an intimidating 800-plus pages. But those who persevere with this colossus of a novel are richly rewarded. In what is considered by many to be the best romance novel of all time, Tolstoy tells the story of an extramarital affair and its fallout in Imperial Russian society. When Anna runs away with the handsome Count Vronsky, excitement gives way to paranoia, isolation, and regret, as we witness the unraveling of their relationship, and of Anna herself. As much a cautionary tale as it is a romance novel, Anna Karenina is a richly imagined portrait of both the agonies and ecstasies of love. 3. Love in the Time of Cholera, Oprah's Book Club, by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Florentino Ariza has been waiting for 50 years for his true love to return. That's not to say he's been bored. He's passed the time by having no fewer than 622 love affairs, which he has painstakingly recorded in his notebooks. Despite his dalliances and the passing of decades, when the man who married his childhood sweetheart dies, a now elderly Florentino seizes the opportunity to declare his love once more. An astonishing exploration of devotion and reunions, and the unrealistic expectations we place on those we love. Love in the Time of Cholera doesn't just ask whether the hero will get the girl, it asks whether he should. They don't just hand out the Nobel Prize for Literature to anyone, so it's safe to say we're in good hands with Gabriel Garcia Marquez. 4. North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. This classic fish-out-of-water tale follows Margaret, a 19-year-old girl whose life is turned upside down when her family relocates from a sleepy village to Darkshire, a rough and restless industrial town in the north of England. Margaret finds a new calling, advocating for the poor and disenfranchised, but it brings her into direct conflict with imposing mill owner John Thornton. Can the two find any common ground, or will misunderstanding keep them at odds? Heartwarming and ahead of its time, North and South isn't just a beautiful romance, it also has a lot to say on politics, gender, and religion, so one for the history buffs, too. 5. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It is a truth universally acknowledged that any list of the best romance novels must be in one of at least one Jane Austen title. And Pride and Prejudice is by far the English humorist's most famous story. It's a tale as old as time. Boy meets girl, boy and girl bicker and declare their contempt for one another, boy and girl realize over time that there is, in fact, more to one another than meets the eye, but has this realization come too late? It might now be a rom-com trope, but Pride and Prejudice is one of the oldest and greatest examples of the thin line between love and hate. Elizabeth and Darcy's romance is as honest as it is unexpected, and Austen's characters are so vividly realized and so utterly believable that you'll be gasping, cringing, and crying along with them. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.